Good evening. My name is Thurman Greco, and the name of this show is Let's Live with Thurman Greco, and it's coming to you from Channel 23, scenic downtown Woodstock, New York. And we have been coming to you weekly for actually it's a little bit over 20 years. And I'm so excited about this. And we also come to you compliments of YouTube, because I have an assistant in Washington State who does the YouTube things, and I'm very grateful to her. And tonight we have a wonderful, wonderful guest. We have Cumi, and Cumi has been on this show now. This is your third time, right?
Third time, yes.
And it's like each time she comes, has a completely different selection of art and different selection of things that she has created. And all of it is straight from her heart, and it is just so beautiful. So, Cumi, we are so happy to have you this evening. It's been a long time.
Thank you.
Cumi, I got to know Cumi when she was a student at Bard. And she was on a scholarship, and I knew Cumi, but I really didn't know Cumi until we went. She said, "Listen, they're having a breakfast, and I'll invite you to come with me." So I went, and I saw how much respect and awe and admiration her fellow students and teachers and professors have for Cumi. And I thought, well, okay. We thought she was special, but I thought Cumi was ours. I thought Cumi was of this area. And I was mistaken, because Cumi is of the universe. She is of the world. She is of all of us, because she pulls from everywhere for her art. And you can see Cumi's things at the Mowers Meadow Flea Market on Saturdays and Sundays when it's not raining. And like this weekend, it's not going to be raining. So Cumi will be there. And you're going to have a lot of clothes there that you've been designing the most beautiful clothes.
Yes, absolutely.
And people are buying them. They're buying them and walking away with them, wearing them, which is lovely.
Yes.
Where does your inspiration come from, Cumi?
Yes, comes from the universe. The universe gave me the opportunity to capture nature, figures, color, in form and design, which is captured by my mind, and my mind is working out continuously to bring those thoughts that I have captured in nature and in my travelings in this universe, and to put it in either in the canvas or in a piece of clothing, or in a print, or in a piece of pottery, or in a piece of wood, or in a plate with cooking. Because I love to cook healthy foods. I did research about the nutritional value of foods, and I wrote a book. It's called the Nutritional Directory, and it's my manuscript, then it's copyright, and I will work to see if I can publish it.
Whenever I think of you, I try to, you can't give you a category.
No.
There's no giving, don't even waste my time on that one. But when I can remember going to a special show several years ago her name, the artist's name was Kusama, and I can remember standing there, spending the day at this art and her creations, and saying, this lady knows Cumi. Somehow she knows you. So I was so impressed by this, because here you have written a book, and it's an art book, you know, absolutely.
It's an art.
Yes.
And food.
Cumi could not
food
write a
design.
book without having some art.
Yes.
And
Food design. The cover is my design, and all the photos from the book are my design.
well, now
This is me.
these books, the pages on these books, these are your drawings,
These are my drawings from my fashions.
and this is how a fashion designer. Yeah, we'll hold the book up. Okay, so this is how a fashion designer. This is how a fashion designer works.
Yes, fashion designers regular do the drawing, figuring out how it's going to be the pattern, in the pattern, how it's going to be in the garment, in the selection of materials, and so on. Means it's a process to create one single piece.
So when you are doing the drawings for something, for a piece, like here we have this lovely drawing, in down to and including the shoes and everything. Now, when you are designing this, do you have a fabric in mind? What do you start with?
It's kind of an idea what kind of fabric I will use, but the design can be turned into different kind of ways of presentation, or use different kind of fabrics until you get happy with the results. That is where samples are made. Samples are made when it's like a design, like a haute couture, like this one. It takes a time in order to get a line of design, but I am not designing like regular designers do, because I'm not doing any production. I'm designing just one of a kind.
Well, if you decided to, right now you're designing clothes, and you have a whole line of fashions that you have designed.
Yeah.
And they are very definitely yours. It is just amazing. When I would recognize Cumi's designs if I were standing, I don't know, on a street corner in Chicago or Toronto, or I don't know, Shanghai. I would recognize your designs. They have a distinct signature to them. And where does that come from?
It's just I think I born, is the possibility I may born, or I did develop during the time. My curiosity in art, it was since I was a little girl. I like ballet. I was in ballet for 10 years. And then I like the position of the dancers, the clothing, the dancer clothing, and then me to present myself and design.
Clothing designs progress, how they went from year to
Yeah,
year.
it changed.
It's like you're there at the flea market and you're doing the fashion, and people are coming from all over to get a Cumi, and then they're going to come back next year because the Cumi next year is going to be completely different.
Yes.
How do you go?
The same way I keep doing one thing.
Is it a no? It's like at some point
It's so.
and you still were doing out of t-shirt, and you still have people enough of those, and that's a classic. That's a classic Cumi, you know. And this year you have gone. It is so.
Well, this is kind of things that I do part time, and I don't. I take
You just design a new outfit.
Exactly.
New fashion for the.
Yes.
Cumi true. It interrupted the flow. Yeah.
This painting I painted in Bar College. This painting is very meaningful because this painting is myself. This is the landscape of my imaginary world. In myself in the paint means it's me. This paint is myself.
This is your self-portrait.
Yeah. The professor told me something of me. Then
And that was your self-portrait.
That's my
Cumi,
self-portrait.
you'd have to do a self-portrait, and this was what Cumi
That's
did.
my self-portrait.
How beautiful. What did he say?
That is me.
So they said, okay, Cumi,
They
whatever
said,
you
yeah.
said, they went along with it. They didn't give you any back talk
If
at
they
all.
told me explain, I explained to them. They said, okay.
Well, now, do you? Okay, so when this season you have a certain signature and you have a certain set of colors and a certain set of fabrics, and do you say to yourself, okay, now the natural progression is?
This is my new idea.
Oh, this is the beginning of the new season?
Yes. My new idea for the new season. I took a plain jean jacket and transformed it into a work of art.
Oh, wow.
I use painting and material and I transform it into something better.
Oh, this is lovely and luscious.
Yes.
Oh, and now are you even going to have that on display in the flea this summer, or are you going to wait till next spring?
It's possible.
It's possible, huh? The options are always there. Oh, and I totally fell in love. I fell in love with Cumi the first time that I saw a tote bag. And this looks like a pair of pants, a beautiful.
It's a pair of pants, yes.
And a lovely.
It's a military pants.
Yeah, uniform. And I bought one in denim. I just couldn't believe it. I thought it was just the most adorable thing I had ever seen. And this is the new season.
Yes.
This is the
because it's wool.
the new season. Oh, and look at that. Oh, Cumi. I swear. And Cumi always has a flower. You always, mine has a flower
It's
too.
painting and so and design means it's a transformation of something that it was not useful anymore for any reason.
That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, what about that canvas? What is the story
This
behind that
canvas
one?
is about color. I went to masterpiece color into a canvas, but into an abstract representation. I want to show how color can give sort of kind of wonderful influence in the canvas. And this is paper. This is paintable paper, especially manufactured for painting. And I find a way how to make the paper sturdy and don't be fragile.
Well, this is definitely not fragile.
No, means
And
I
these
treated the paper first before I painted.
and these spheres.
These spheres are objects in the universe. They can be anything. Means for me it's just an imaginary composition. I don't do compositions that other people does or then I see it in somewhere. I do the compositions and it comes in my imagination.
This is the cosmos.
It's a possibility.
The possibility.
Yeah, who
We
knows?
could use a few possibilities now.
But I want to celebrate color and the collage of wonders.
I think this is important politically because right now in our country it's so dark.
Exactly.
And this is
This is life.
yes.
This is life in a magnificent collage of color.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then, Sangi, there's, Cumi, there is a pink, what in the world?
This I decided I wanted to do something extravagant.
It's lovely.
And I painted it,
Oh my goodness.
and I designed this piece.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is just adorable. Look at these. Oh, look at the fringe. Oh my gosh.
And it has like a bracelet, and you can put it in.
And it has a necklace?
It's a necklace. And it goes with it.
Has anybody seen this clothes yet?
No. Because
So you are unveiling it here.
People, they don't appreciate it and they don't want it.
I think when people come to your booth, they appreciate.
Not really.
Some people do not, but
Not
even
really.
listen, when they are in the,
Because it was one time then I heard, oh, this dollar is very budget. Appreciation. Kashmir. In the I into something.
Oh my goodness.
Allá
And I love the way you cut it like
yeah,
that.
I don't like the original way. Straight lines does not say anything for the human body.
No.
Yeah. It's
Well,
so
that
simple.
one will make somebody look very, very nice.
Look this one.
Oh my! Oh, how adorable! A vest. This is cashmere too.
Kashmir.
A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vest. And this also has
Nice accent
the
in the
curve. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Those are so luscious. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And look at the little sparkles.
Yeah.
See the little sparkles.
In blue and brown goes together pretty good. I know color.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at this.
Oh, how elegant. Oh, this is just too beautiful. Oh, Cumi, that is just so elegant and so gorgeous. And there you have
A
that
simple
that
detail.
you have that curve
Yeah.
again, which is really
A
nice.
simple change in detail can transform a garment into a sophisticated piece.
Oh, well, this is very sophisticated.
Yes.
That blue one is extremely sophisticated.
Exactly.
Just so luscious.
And finally,
Oh, look at that. This is beautiful for the autumn. And the cashmeres. Oh, Cumi. You have done so much. Oh, and there you are. Your signature buttons.
You see that?
Your signature cuff buttons.
This one have an opening, which is very sexy.
It is. It's lovely. And I love the way you sign your clothing. Yeah, oh, that is just too cute. And that color is just beautiful. I love the colors that you are adopting for the new season. Cumi, how long have you been doing this?
This? That's long.
All your life, I guess.
I do different things, different times. I get bored if I have to do one thing all the times.
That's why I guess that you do one-of-a-kind things, because that's what you like to do.
Exactly.
And when somebody buys something, they've got it. Nobody
Yeah,
else is
yeah.
going to have it. They're not going to see it walking down the street.
No.
So that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, hey, what else can you do? Just one of a kind.
Exactly.
If somebody comes to Woodstock, they get to enjoy Woodstock fashion.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Oh, I think so. I think so. If they're able to shop. And for the winter, do you have any plans for how you're going for what you're going to focus on this winter? Or-
Winter is a little bit difficult to do because the garments are heavier, but it's a possibility.
So you may do some more. Well, and then of course, in
No,
the
but
winter
I'm,
you're working on the spring things and the summer things.
In the middle of these, I'm working in other designs, in other testings, other art mediums for painting, for sculpturing, for paperwork, for anything. Means my mind is completely occupied. I don't stay doing one thing, the same thing all the time. Solving problems, fixing, changing.
That's how you stay fresh.
Exactly.
And that's how you stay ahead of the others.
Yeah, and
Well-
my mind is always working. Means a busy mind is always healthy mind.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
A
true.
lazy mind is
Yeah.
unhealthy mind.
Yes. And doesn't get things accomplished.
Yeah.
And doesn't have, a lazy mind doesn't have any poof. They don't have any fabulous things, any surprises.
Lazy mind is just keep themselves in a narrow way, in a narrow way of living, which is surviving. Food, shelter, drugs, alcohol, tobacco, so on.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How did you begin your journey?
My journey began since I born, because I remember I used to dance when I was tiny little thing, showing off, acting, dancing, and creating, taking a piece of something and transforming in something else. Means I'm doing this all my life.
That's a wonderful luxury that you have. The luxury.
I don't know if it's just me, or but that is how I began.
To create your own music and create your own art. So, dance came first.
I was a dancer in the ballet school for 10 years because I was amazed about the agility of people, how to move their bodies, how to transform themselves into art.
Wow.
Yes. And I want to be part of it.
Wow.
And I remember I went to ballet school when I was a small girl, and my mother didn't know. And I saved some money, and I went to the ballet school, and I gave to the teacher some money, and I got in the ballet school. And my mom didn't know. And when I was going to the to the ballet school, my mom didn't want me to go. She hid my ballet shoes.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah, she hid my ballet shoes, and I went with no shoes.
You went without your shoes.
I went with no shoes, barefoot.
How old were you? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but I was small. Probably 8 years old, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my mom didn't have no choice.
She had to do it. She had no choice.
No, let me go.
So how did you get involved in
Nutrition.
in the book publishing?
Well, since I was concerned about foods, because I saw the compound, the the compounds of each food in the supermarkets, and so I did a long 10-year research about food and nutrition, and I researched grains, I researched fruits, I researched meats, I researched seafoods, I researched every single food individually. And I also researched prepared foods in the supermarkets. In finding out that the prepared foods in the supermarkets, it was so damaging to the health of humanity, I decided then I have to put in writing what I find in my research. Well, from my point of view, the people who sell food in the supermarkets is business, and they have to make money. They don't care about the nutritional value. They don't care about if it's right or wrong. They just put it, they give it a flavor or artificial flavors and put it for sale. Some foods, like canned foods, during the time from the food is put it in a can, process it and put it in a can, is already losing nutrients. When they put it in a can, if they add preservatives or additives to preserve the food and until this is sold to the public, that food, while it's waiting to be bought by the person who is going to eat, is losing nutrients. Means a can of beans then been there for a year, probably is not going to have not even 1/4 of the original nutrients. Means what you're eating is nothing.
So, did you research frozen foods at all?
Frozen foods are better.
They're better.
What happens with the frozen is when you take like a frozen vegetable and freeze it, the moment that you freeze the vegetable, the nutrients are frozen. Are like you put it something that prevent for the nutrients to change. Means they don't change, they don't reduce themselves.
So that's positive.
That's positive.
So you say that frozen foods are okay?
Frozen food is okay. Sometimes frozen foods are better than the fresh food, fresh veggies that they sell in supermarkets. Because the fresh veggies that are in the supermarket still losing nutrients while they are presented for sale. Couple of depends of the time then is presented for sale is losing nutrients. Means the frozen is you check the nutrients, and the nutrients stay there in the shacking state.
So if you buy frozen beans are better than canned beans.
Absolutely.
So would you go so far as to say that frozen food, frozen anything, is better than canned?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Absolutely. Another thing is quantity and quality.
Okay.
Quantity. You have to go for the small portions.
Okay.
not too long ago, my weight was 150 pounds. Right now I'm 130.
Okay.
Just eating small portions of food.
That's the age. Well, okay, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to ask you, what is the contribution of the aging process?
The aging process, the contribution of the aging process is many different things. Eating habits, the right nutrients, the nutrition choices. If you don't have the right nutrients in the foods that you eat, your aging process is going to be quicker. If you eat the right nutrients in the food that you eat, it's going to slow down. Like me, I don't look my age. I don't know. Everybody says that
You don't.
I look young.
Whatever your age, you don't
Yes,
look it.
I don't look my age. It's because my choices of the foods with the nutrients in these foods are, for me, are the best that I can do.
What is a staple of your diet? What do you eat? Like, do you eat the same thing every day for breakfast?
No. I eat different things.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Whatever I think nutrients I need. Like says one day I can eat shrimps for breakfast. Another day I can eat nuts and seeds. Another day I can eat fruits. Another day depends what I have in my.
So what you do is you get up in the morning and you say, what do I need?
Exactly.
Rather than what would I like to eat, or
Since
what is
I
in the
made
refrigerator, what do I need?
Exactly.
And then how do you determine, I mean, does the answer just come to you?
No, you determine. Then I learn how to obey the needs of my body.
How do you do that?
Because I concentrate on myself. I see my skin. I see my bones. Bones need calcium, glucosamine with MSM, calcium with vitamin 3C, and I see it in my bones. If they changing, I add more of what they need. Skin needs good fatty acids like avocado, fish oils. What happens is if you don't eat the fish and you go and buy the pills that the people makes with the fish oil, then they said the fish oil then they put in the pills is the fat of the fish, then they desiccate and put it in the pill, and they're selling to you.
I'm not buying it. It's true, Cumi.
It's true.
I look at the pills and I think, I can't do this. Now, what
It's
about
better
just
for you to buy a piece of fish with some little skin. Another thing that I see people, they buy fish with no skin. The skin is the best part of the fish.
what about sardines? Do you ever eat sardines?
Sardines good.
Sardines are good.
Sardines are good, but it depends how long is you can eat fresh sardines if you know how to prepare.
Most sardines that I see are canned.
Yeah, but I don't buy it.
And that's not good.
I don't buy it.
You don't buy anything canned?
Nothing can.
Nothing canned. Okay. Well, so may I ask your opinion? I eat every morning for breakfast a half of cup of muesli, which is like granola, only it's raw. It's a Swiss food product that's been around for...
granola, yeah.
Yeah. I eat muesli, which is kind of like granola. And then I throw in a serving of protein powder. And then applesauce.
Why you use the protein powder?
Because I think I need the protein. I don't know why. I just think I need the protein.
The protein you can get it in any food.
Really?
Oh yeah. Naturally. What do you know what they selling you for the protein?
Listen, I ask myself every time I buy
Exactly.
a big thing of it. I
don't trust these people.
All right. Okay, I basically don't either, but then I look around and I say, well, I need the protein powder and this is all there is. I need the protein.
Yeah.
And this is all there is, so...
You can get protein in beans, you can get protein in nuts and seeds, in vegetables, in fruits, in fish and shellfish. But I always buy a fish with a skin. Always buy, if you can eat fruits with the skin, like... This is one thing. When I see people cooks, then they take a tomato, blanch the tomato, and take it off the skin of the tomato and the seeds of the tomato, and eat just the body of the tomato. They're eating nothing.
Absolutely, I agree. So the tomatoes have the skin.
The seeds is the most important part of the fruit. The seed is the baby, the fetus of the fruit is gives all the nutritional value to become another tomato plant.
Well, so can I go back to essentially muesli is primarily oatmeal, raw oatmeal is what I eat.
Yeah, but where you eat every day oatmeal? Can you change?
The reason I do that is because, when I get up in the morning...
I eat anything for breakfast.
You don't eat anything for breakfast?
I eat anything.
You eat anything. My husband does that. He does not eat the same thing for breakfast, ever.
Yeah.
It's something different
I eat
every
a
day.
piece of fish for breakfast.
Right, he does that, yes.
I take some fruit or nuts and so on. Make something, eat for breakfast.
And I do applesauce because it's hard for me to deal with the fresh apple. So I just do the applesauce. And that is...
Do you know how they do the applesauce?
I'm not even... No, I'm not going there. If I did that, I would never eat another
Listen, one thing
applesauce.
I'm going to ask you. Do you love yourself?
Of course.
How are you showing that you love yourself?
Okay, that's a very good question. You have gotten to the heart of the matter. How do you show yourself that you love yourself?
Exactly.
With proper
buying
nutrition.
junk food
No, I don't
to
buy
put it in your mouth.
and getting enough
Applesauce
sleep.
and somebody else made it with white sugar or whatever. You don't know what they put it in there and how long it was in the shelves for sale.
Yep.
Buying white sugar is a venom for people. Why? Because the sugar then is made from the sugar cane, is naturally, and it has additives, it has good additives, and it has good compounds itself, and even nutritional fiber. But they bleach the natural sugar to make it in white with the bleaching.
The cane sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Because why? The people want white sugar. They eating what? Venom.
Yes.
Because the bleaching compound is contaminating the white sugar.
Yes. So they're better off with other kinds of sugar.
All the kinds of sweeteners, honey, natural cane sugar, syrup, natural, what they call, whatever, any natural sweetener.
So to start off with, I need to change my breakfast.
You need to change totally and begin cooking. That is what I do. When I'm watching TV, sitting watching TV, I'm cutting onions, I'm cutting peppers, I'm cutting celery, and putting in a container, and smash garlic, put it in another container, put a cover, and for the next day to cook. Means, and even if you watch TV, you can prepare your
I
food.
don't watch TV. I don't have a TV.
Doesn't matter. Whatever you do.
I do pay attention to the computer, and there's a screen there for the computer.
Everything what I eat, I make myself.
And that's why your skin is so beautiful.
Yes,
And that's why you're not overweight,
exactly.
right? And you have energy.
Yes.
I have never yet heard you say, I am tired.
No.
It comes down to
It comes
food.
Yeah. I do fruit preserve. Like I take a bunch of strawberries, and I put it in a pot with no water at all. I cut the strawberries, wash the strawberries, cut it, and put it in no water at all in low flame. When the strawberries begin to throw the juices, they cook in their own juices. Put some cinnamon and honey, and you have a fruit preserve to put it in anything that you want to. If you want
For sweetening, yeah.
Yeah, and I put it in yogurt.
It's superior to white sugar, of course.
Come on, honey comes from bees, and bees regular have compounds that are also so beneficial for humans.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love bees.
I love them. They are a good example of workmanship. Come on.
Yes.
They work until they die.
That's true.
They don't stop.
They
They
don't
don't watch
retire.
TV.
Right, they don't
They
retire.
don't retire. They just born, work, and die.
That is true.
They are so wonderful.
They are an inspiration.
They are an inspiration for humans.
That is very true.
I love them, and I love the honey.
I hope that you can find your way to publish this. I think this would be fabulous.
And all of what I'm discussing with you is over here.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
And with good, lovely photographs and everything.
Yes.
The pictures are beautiful.
Yeah. Really, welcome to a new glorious sunrise.
Here we go. Let's turn it so that people can see it. And at the fashion show has come around to this.
Yes.
When did you start doing the research on this?
I don't remember. But
Really?
It was,
You were an adult. Dancing you started as a little
Yes.
kid. But
yeah,
this
but I was
as
concerned in everything. My concern is in to preserve the human integrity. It was another point of view that I always was working in it. you know, to preserve the deterioration of the human body. There's always a question for me. And I wanted, and my curiosity is why, how, and how we can do that. And I'm doing it myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm doing it myself.
You are setting an example for the rest of us.
Yes, but they don't see it. Some people ask me, what do you do? Your skin is so nice and see. I say, if I tell you, you will do it. I cook everything. I do my peanut butter. Anything what has to be done, I do it myself.
You make your own peanut butter.
Yes.
Oh my word. So you buy the organic peanuts?
I buy the peanuts, put it in a blender, put it 3 or 4 spoons of sesame oil.
Sesame oil, that's your preferred oil?
Yes, it goes pretty good with peanuts.
So that's what you use because it
Yes.
tastes good. What is the oil that you use most often?
I use grapeseed oil, sesame seed oil, avocado oil, olive oil. That's it.
I'll tell you, oils, of all the things that I studied for wellness, oils are the most confusing.
Peanut oil.
They're
Peanut
so
oil.
confusing.
But you have to know how to use it.
Well, and oils are very hard to cook with, and it's so easy to get the wrong one.
Well, you have to know the burning point of each individual oil. Like a sesame seed oil burns quickly
Yeah.
and it's delicious.
And if you go beyond, then you burn it.
Yeah.
And then
Olive oil also burns.
And I
Avocado oil have a little longer way to go.
and
But a grapeseed oil is a good one.
olive oil is incredible. I spent some time doing some research on different olive oils. I swear, they come from everywhere, and there's a lot of junk out there.
Very junk.
Mm-hmm.
Very junk.
Yeah.
And they said a blend of oils, don't buy it.
Right. Absolutely. It's got to be a single
Pure.
source oil.
Extra virgin olive oil. If I want to do the blend, I do it on my own.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If people do not get, of all of this beauty that we have seen today, if the people who are watching this program do not get anything else from this whole hour, that is the sentence.
Exactly.
Is when you go ready to get olive oil, you get a single source olive oil.
A single source olive oil, and you read all the info. And if you want, you go and research the source, and you know what to buy. If you can pay $1 or $2 more for something better, go ahead and do it.
That's true.
Don't sacrifice yourself.
That's right. Because that's what you're doing.
Yeah, the sacrifices doesn't pay.
People don't see it that way. There's a lot of people out there. Oh my goodness, we're down to 5 minutes. Oh, well, what do we have to say? How to get in touch with
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. How to get in touch with Cumi at the flea market.
No,
at the mouse-
518-822-1111.
Oh, really? Okay, say it again.
518-822-1111. And if they want to email me, cexperiences@gmail.com. cexperiences@gmail.com.
That's wonderful. It's been a lot of fun, And if you go to YouTube, Thurman Greco, Let's Live with Thurman Greco.
Cumi will be there.
Cumi will be there 3 times. And it'll be very interesting to watch because the program will be vastly different each time.
Each time.
Thank you
I'm
so
talking.
much,
You're
Cumi.
welcome.
And thank you so
Thank
much,
you for
Ellen.
inviting me.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ellen.
Yes, we loved it.
Yes, we love you.